tasty over here.
You're
lingering.
It's been rough lately.
Are you drifting?
No, it's the worst ones are it's like
Yeah.
but it stinks so bad.
It's
It
like, damn,
stinks.
what the hell crawled up in you?
It stinks. It stinks. All right, we're live now, gentlemen.
Hey, we're live, so people can see us and
Oh,
everything.
phones on silent? Everyone on
yes.
silent?
Hold, please. All right, now we can continue with our show. One heart.
Welcome to the Almost Legal podcast. I'm joined today, as all.
How about everybody turning your phone stuff off?
I'm going to take a Moloch on that one. Hey, we're live. I'm joined today, as always, by Chris.
Hey, what's up?
And the new guest, Brian Wykoff.
He's our producer type guy, intern as well.
Is he interning?
Yes, that's what
We got a verbal
doing.
commitment on our new producer type dude.
Just to warn you up front, the pay's not very good.
Pay is not very good. You get Charms Blow Pop and a steak dinner.
Right.
Occasionally. Only on Tuesdays.
Right.
No, but what's been up? What made you want to come on the show? Guy?
Just watching was interested. I liked it.
Cool.
It is what it is. We talk about interesting
that.
stuff. It gets better.
I like that.
It'll get better with time. Better with time when people more. That's what I want people to understand. I know I'm talking really fast. Just kind of bear with me here. The more people interact, the better the show get.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, talk to me. Make fun of me. I don't care.
Hey, it's
I'm an
been
idiot.
done before, right?
Yeah.
Not a problem.
I talk to myself. I'm a loser. It is what it is. And if you get too hot, let me know. We got some ice water or something.
I was going to say, what are you going to do to cool this hot box down?
Hey, we got a few more months left of
and then
burning.
we'll be screaming about how cold it is.
No,
in here.
we got that
I mean,
1960s heater
we
over
do
there.
have that. Oh, we
Yeah,
still have it.
we'll catch that some
That's
bitch
a
on fire,
jewel
but
right there.
it is what it is. So what's going on this week? Well, we got the hurricanes coming. We're all going to survive. We're going to batten down the hatches, ladies and gentlemen.
You know, the weird part is the crazy part about this one is not only is it massive, now they're talking about 2 landfalls.
I don't even know
They're
what that
talking
means.
about it hitting,
Going back out.
skirting back out, and coming back in and slamming about 50, 60 miles south.
Good gosh.
That's crazy. So now, if you live on the Carolina coast, you're getting a double whammy for that.
So it's
and
going
then
to Carolina twice?
yeah, like supposed
I
to
didn't know if
like
it goes
just at the
somewhere else.
North-South Carolina line, and then just come out and bump right back in again. And now they're talking about it. I don't know why it would go in and come back out and go back. You know,
Weather manipulation.
that's it.
You think so? You think it's
That's probably
chemtrails
it.
and stuff?
More than likely.
Is it George Bush still
I
rocking
knew-
the
I
hurricane
knew-
making machine?
I knew I saw something in the sky today that didn't look familiar.
What is that?
A chemtrail.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Dude, I was sitting at work, and of course, I get off at 4. At 3:55, it's sun shining, and it's like a monsoon outside. I'm like, what the hell?
Was it raining where you were?
It was weird, dude. I have a video of it somewhere.
It rained downtown.
Like, it was
Really?
the sun bright as all get out, but it was raining like hard.
What do they say? The
big
devil's
drops.
beating his wife.
Devil's beating his wife, by God. Sabin Nation.
Beat her
Sabin
good.
Nation,
Beat her
baby.
good. Beat her good.
Yee-hee. Speaking of Sabin Nation, when is Tua going to play more than four drives? What is this? He plays 4 drives.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I was kind of shocked to see the involvement that Jalen had last game.
You think that was
After
his
the-
last tryout
I don't
for a
know.
team?
Will the before the game, the conversation was that he had said, "Hey, I'm done.
Yep.
You know, I'll stay just in case Tua gets hurt."
Like what Josh said.
And all of a sudden, and I'm good. I'm listening to we were listening to the game, and all of a sudden, I'm like, wait a minute, they just said Jalen Hurts. I'm like, he's not even supposed to be playing.
I know we thought Tua got hurt or something.
Well, I thought that what gets me is I still don't understand why is the guy not playing running back or something. If
He wants to play quarterback.
it's not happening, people.
It'll happen. He's gonna watch.
The
That was his
CFL's
last
an
tryout.
option.
His last tryout.
The
He's not gonna
CFL's
play
an
anymore.
option.
Johnny Manziel.
Don't knock.
Right? He and Johnny can go hang out. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Jalen. Don't get me wrong, but there comes a point when you have to face some realities, and to me, it's like we talked about it. What a golden opportunity. Okay, it's unlikely that he'll be a quarterback in the NFL.
You know
okay?
who will be? Jared Stidham.
Probably.
We got an Auburn fan here, so we got
Oh,
we got to
we
tailor.
gotta. Do we got to lean to that side now?
No, we just want to talk. What do you think?
So what do you think about the Tigers? Tigers this weekend.
What do you think about
That's a rough.
Alabama?
game.
Well, Alabama's always a definite
definite what
win. I mean,
against Auburn beating them?
Oh,
That was
no,
your-
I
I'm
was
talking
just
about
kidding.
this week.
No.
Oh, there's no question.
No, I'm saying,
That's
obviously,
not
I'm talking
even a
about the
game.
Iron Bowl.
All right.
That's the first.
I
Up
don't see
until
it
then,
happening. With Tua, I don't see it happening.
I'm gonna tell you something. This is what gets me. You know, the joke was at first that if Tua is playing, we could score 50, 55, 60 points. Okay, we literally can.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, and that's I mean, that's insane if you think about it. How do you defend against that?
You can't.
You really can't. Okay,
It's perfect pass.
Very
every time.
carefully. Have you seen his third down stats?
so they're just ridiculous.
10 for 10 with 4
10
touchdowns
for 10
on third down.
That's crazy, dude.
That's
Okay? Everybody else in the country is hunting a first down. He's like, doggone it, I didn't score on that third down.
right. But he's only played like 6 series.
Right?
Not really, but you know what I mean.
Third
I mean,
26.
everyone's just like, I want to
22.
see him
Yeah.
play a whole game. Like he's already a Heisman favorite, and he's only played maybe
Let
a
him
quarter
go
of
see-
football.
Let him go out there in SEC and see if he can put up 100 points.
Possible. against
I mean, that's
Tennessee.
I heard
that's
that's
a pretty
frowned
tall
upon.
order. I've heard it's frowned upon.
I read about
too.
that in a book
Yeah.
once.
But you know what? I could care less what the people are frowning on like that. Like,
Dude, you seen the spread? The Auburn LSU game?
what is the spread?
10 points.
No
LSU,
way.
LSU looked really good.
That's what
I
I'm
know,
saying.
but it's
That's
a
gonna be-
rivalry.
to me, that's going to be one of the better games. Of
I
the
think
season.
Auburn wins by 6.
It's going to be tight.
Considering that,
I feel like
I'd
it
go
will.
with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Jordan Hare.
It's going to be tight. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to tell you something. Like, and I've said it since the very beginning.
Tell me.
The
Tell me about
worst,
it.
the worst schedule for anybody is LSU's schedule.
They're going to win it all, bro.
Dude,
Cookie
not
Monster.
happening.
Go Tigers.
They're going to get tired
Go
of
Tigers.
playing like everybody in the SEC. I
Yeah,
mean,
they played Florida. They played Georgia this year.
Like
How about
that-
Florida losing?
Right,
I knew it was gonna happen.
really?
Look-
They reminded me of Tennessee.
For the first time in 32
What an
years, they tell us.
embarrassment to the SEC.
No, for the first time in 32 years, they tell us, oh, this is going to be 32 years in a row. I'm like, they're losing.
But they're done.
Yeah, I didn't even know about it. Why you got to talk about this shit? Kind of like when a kicker's coming, he's like, he hasn't missed a field goal in
Jinx
3
it.
years. I'm like, he's
He's
fucking
done now.
missing it.
You say it, it's happening.
My favorite kicker of all time played for the Ravens for a short stint. His last name was
Sucko?
Blewett.
Oh, blew it. All right.
Blewett.
Blew
Yeah.
it. I mean, I would have to change my name.
Yeah, or not be a kicker.
Or just not right.
Yeah.
Surprised he didn't play for Bama.
Right?
Hey, look, I don't
There's
think
a position available.
I don't think Bama wants a kicker.
I mean,
it's not a complete Bama team without a
right?
shitty kicker. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Think about all the ones they won. They had a shit kicker.
Just think about how many they could have not lost over the last 14
They wouldn't have
years.
won because they had a good kicker.
Kicks it.
That's the thing I'm trying to say.
I see. So that's how you think it is?
Yeah, you got to have a shit kicker to have a good team at Alabama.
Well, then Alabama's got it made this year.
That's what I'm saying. 2 extra points.
Right?
Come on, bro.
I mean,
In
it's
a
not,
row.
and it's not like he's missing 45-yard field goals.
20-yard field goal.
Right? He's
I can make sense.
little chip shots. Little chip
You know,
shots.
take the pressure out of it. I'm not sitting in Bryant Denny kicking, but like
Agreed.
if I'm alone, I can 9 out of 10.
But you know, Alabama's got to have the girls' soccer club's got to have somebody on that team that can kick.
Probably.
I mean, like why? I mean, there's too many people available. To me, is why do you not have a kicker?
Yep.
I don't know, my good sir. I do not know.
So how was let's talk about real quick before we move on. Let's talk since we're on the football thing. I got annihilated my first week on our
Fantasy football?
draft. Yeah, and somehow you cheated.
How about cheat?
I mean,
I
it's
didn't
obvious.
cheat.
Nobody scores like that.
Well, yeah, I only scored 182 points.
Yeah, like I said, he cheated somehow.
Look, I'll go through my roster here. All right. I was skeptical. I wasn't confident. I'm still not that confident in my consistency.
I came
level.
out strong. I had a
The
Thursday
thing is,
night
I have
game.
Mark Ingram chilling on the
Julio
bench
jumps
waiting for his
out.
suspension to ride up.
Yeah.
Why is he suspended?
PEDs.
Oops.
Shocker.
Oh, not steroids. He
Shocker.
had a Pez dispenser. And,
Oh, right. He got a Pez dispenser.
let me see. Hold on. Hold my
The
beer.
little one with the clown head on it.
Yeah, you can't have those apparently. Roger Goodell's a real dick. Where's the schedule? Scores.
But anyway, he cheated.
I didn't cheat. Here. 183 points. Sorry.
Obviously, he cheated.
All right. Patrick Mahomes, 34 points. Todd Gurley.
Just, you're like, okay, I got this in the bag. I can sit back on it.
But see, the thing is, Titty Liquor didn't. It was 183 to 98. So
Mine wasn't that far off, though.
what was yours? Let me see.
I lost by like 30
Oh, that's
points.
not bad. You got 112.
That's what I'm saying. That was pretty close to my projected.
Did you pick up anybody? What's up?
How about Cleveland not losing? But
I
not
want.
winning?
I'm the biggest Cleveland fan, dude.
Broke the streak without a win.
That's my defense.
They play the Saints, bro.
That's my defense.
Oh, you got a lot of points, didn't you?
On
They had-
that.
They had 6 turnovers.
I know. On that, I did.
They
So
gave 'em all-
they came through like I expected them to. Okay.
Yeah. I told people they're going to be great because just the coaches they picked.
Yep.
I think they'll be decent this year, but
They
a few
got
years
Greg
from
Wood.
now, yeah.
Hey, there's only one way, and that's up.
Yeah, can't get any worse.
Right.
But you have to put Baker Mayfield in there.
You have to.
The guy went 15 for 40.
Yeah. Yeah.
All he has to do is make 2 more plays. You win the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
like I understand why they're not doing it, but like because like Sam Darnold, if he would have been drafted by the Browns, he'd be sitting too, and if Baker would have been he'd be playing.
Yeah.
It's not to do with talent. It's just the team.
I think he's better than Tyrod Taylor.
Who? Baker?
Baker.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. If you don't see that drastic of a talent gap
Oh yeah.
between a veteran and a rookie,
you're
just
gonna
play
take
the
the
rookie.
Are you gonna play the rookie?
Just play him. There's
Oh,
not a gap.
Yeah.
What's the
If there's not a gap, why not?
You see what I'm saying?
You don't
Kind of
lose
like when
anything.
Johnny Manziel, when they had all that drama. They're, I'm going to start this guy. No, I'm not going to start him. I'm going to start him. Just he's not that much better. Just play the guy. What's the worst that's going to happen?
Get hurt.
The same shit that happened.
Right. Yeah.
You're gonna
How
lose
bad-
every
how
game?
bad
Oh,
could it
no.
get? Oh my gosh, we lost. We lost it. What's worse than losing all of them? There isn't anything.
No, probably
Just,
not.
There's not. So anyway, but then that was my take on your cheating process for the first week, and we'll see how the second week comes out. If you score another 183, we're gonna have a discussion.
I can't edit my score.
Yeah. Okay.
I can edit my total score, but I can't edit like individual scores. Like I can
I'm
edit.
just
I can edit your score. Like if it's a tie, I
like
might.
you could give me more points.
Like if it's a tie or something, I can flip a coin.
I need 30.
I'll hit you up. Like if it's a tie, I can.
need
Bet.
30
I don't like
points.
having ties, so I can hit you up and I'll be like, hey, or give you a trivia question. You and the other person, whoever answers first wins.
Oh, I like that.
It's a bunch of different stuff I
can
do
do that.
as a league manager.
As the manager.
So,
So,
so
what have you been up to, Brian?
yeah, I was gonna.
Just
I know you
working.
fish a lot.
Yeah, that's my life.
That's kind of what he
Just
does.
Are you
Work and
pro?
fish.
Are you pro?
Nah, I'm just amateur.
An amateur? What's the biggest fish you caught?
Fish or bass?
Bass. Fish
Bass.
don't count because that's deep sea fishing. You call me an 800-pound
Yeah,
something.
Biggest bass was 10 pounds, 2 ounces.
That's a good fish.
yeah, I got a 45-pound crappie.
Hell yeah, man. That's like next level shit there.
So do you fish in tournaments?
Yes,
So
a lot.
what's your high weight for a day?
Depends on what lake.
Oh, gotcha.
Which lake do you?
Gotcha.
What's your favorite
What-
lake
what
in
do you like?
Alabama?
Mainly, I fish on Logan or the Coosa River in general.
Word. Why is that?
It's my favorite lake. The way it's
You
set
just
up.
know it better.
Yep.
I don't like freshwater fishing because it's like hunting to me. Like you
No.
fish all day and get 5 fish maybe.
I don't even like hunting. I
I
can't kill
see
it.
You don't like
either.
shooting the elusive whitetail buck deer?
I'm more of a fisher.
You're a fisher. What's that? You
That's where
sit.
you're drinking up beer and you going, I'm going fishing.
You're going.
So
I'm an ice water fisher.
that's how I spend a day on the boat.
You
Okay.
s-
It's all about drinking beer. You don't
You
really have to
fishing?
catch anything. We're just going fishing.
Fishing.
We're going fishing, man.
I swear to drunk I
Brian's
ain't
probably
God.
gonna go fishing Saturday now. He's like, that's a great idea.
It is, dude. Just like golf. Golf.
You
is-
really don't need any bait.
No, man. Just stick that hook
Throw
out
that
there.
sucker out there. It ain't gonna matter.
I'm
anyway.
fishing.
Fishing.
That's the thing with saltwater fishing, though. You get shrimp, live shrimp. Just throw it out there.
Just wait.
All you have to do.
And if you don't want to do that, just eat it.
With that too, it'd be nasty, but you
Yeah.
can do that.
It is what it is.
You know? Yeah.
You ever do any deep sea fishing?
Yes, I've caught some amberjack and all.
Oh, nice.
That's hell
That's the
of a
best
fight.
eating.
I
That's a
caught
great fight too.
I
yeah.
caught an elusive white-tailed doe deer.
a white-tailed doe deer.
A white-tailed doe deer.
Did you catch that one with your car?
I
The hood
did
of your car.
with my Tahoe.
So we were on a job the other day. Josh and I were careful.
Sorry.
Those white-tailed deers are biting.
No, it was a scorpion.
Sure. I stepped on one not too long ago. That's not fun. But somebody. Oh yeah.
Yeah, they sting.
It ain't
Hurts.
fun. It hurts.
I know about it. Did it sting you?
Yeah, I stepped on it and sucker had bit me on my freaking little toe. I thought it was on fire. But anyway,
Yeah, finish
Um,
your story, dude.
so the story, we were doing a job the other day, and there was apparently a deer. I think we passed it on the way to the job, and there was a deer on the side of the road. The next thing we do, we look up, and there's a truck riding down the road with that deer being drug on a rope behind it. And I'm like, did anybody else see that? I was like, is that how we do
Yeah.
it here?
That's how we do it in Alabama.
What
Hey,
what were we going to use that deer for?
a punching bag? I don't know.
I mean,
what else
who
could you
drags it home on the ground?
use? Why not?
okay?
You don't want to get your bed dirty.
Yeah, obviously that's why they did it.
He just got his bed liner
But
sprayed.
what are
bruh.
we? What are we? Yeah, but what are we doing with it? Are we feeding like a
He'd
bobcat
probably,
we got as a pet?
hell,
or
he's
what?
probably eating
Put
it.
it in
I
the
mean, there's-
freezer.
Would you eat it after it's been
I'd eat
roadkill?
it.
That's a roadkill. No.
Hell,
what I'm
I'd eat it.
saying.
I'd eat the ass end of a cow. I don't care.
I'm thinking to myself, okay, these folks are kind of they're struggling. Okay, there's a dead deer on this last week.
No, I mean, I could see him doing
Oh,
that.
but you could see, yeah, I got you. That'd be a rough eating to me.
I'd eat it.
You'd have to grill it.
Hell, I dropped a wiener on the ground today and I ate it.
That's different when it's your own.
No, I don't know whose it was. I stole this wiener.
He stole it from somebody else. Remember,
I
folks,
stole it.
20
Hey,
bucks is 20 bucks.
20 bucks is 20 bucks. Hey, if y'all are interested in those shirts, let me know. No. But going on a serious note here, what do y'all think about that asteroid? It's the size of like a 17-story building.
That's rather large if you think about it.
Yeah, that would do some damage.
And considering where the damage has come from before, that we are well aware, we know that one that was the size of the
Volkswagen.
Volkswagen would,
3 Mile crater.
I mean, that's a pretty big hole.
And I don't know, I'm not good at math, but I feel like a lot of Volkswagens could fit in 17-story
You
building.
think?
Yep.
That's a lot of Volkswagens.
Think about it. Let's do the math. See,
Like they got a whole city.
Well, let's
Yeah,
say,
easy.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're talking about hundreds
let's do the
of
math
cars.
here. Let's
You're
see.
talking about hundreds
3
of cars.
miles to what? Maybe a 6-foot crater? How big do you think that is? Maybe 8 feet?
So if it's 3 miles, and let's say that an average Volkswagen is 8 feet by, so let's just make it easy. Let's square it up, 8 feet by 8 feet.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a very wide
And then
beetle.
you've got a
But
17-story building. Okay, which would be 8 foot per floor roughly.
nah,
Okay, so that's
it's probably
17.
about 15 feet.
It's no. I mean, an average building. Okay, it's
8 to 10
actually
foot.
so call it an 8-foot ceiling. So you're talking about putting in 17. I mean, it
That's
depends on how
that's
wide the building
easily,
is, obviously. but
maybe
you're talking about hundreds of vehicle sizes.
miles.
That's a lot of cars. That'd be a big hole.
And it was like, how close was it?
They said it was going to
Scrape.
scrape,
It's going to scrape,
scrape
by Earth.
by Earth. Okay, and that
Like define that
well,
in
see,
the
to me,
scheme, like
see, that's
in
the
in the
problem.
concept of space is like that, like 400 miles.
is that like just like a hair?
Are we talking like in between the moon and the
Are
Earth?
we gonna feel it like bump it like when we go by?
Yeah, like, oh
Gravity
shit.
shift.
What was
Right?
that?
Yeah, it gets close enough. Everybody just.
Oh, then
floats
you're
for
getting
just
into
a
like
second.
Nibiru.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody floats for just a second.
Supposedly that doesn't exist, but it does.
You think it does?
But it does.
I think it does.
I think it might, because the one, if you're not familiar with
I was gonna say,
Nibiru,
let's explain that.
Nibiru,
Way out
There-
past Pluto.
there is reference to this in biblical writings. It comes by apparently every 3,000 years, and some
I
people
need to
say
look
maybe it's
smarter.
wormwood
Now, look.
in Revelations, wormwood. You know, the second whatever. Anyway, my smoking gun on why I think it's real is back in the day when they Planet X, you know, they said, oh, there might be a planet beyond Pluto, which that's the sole reason why Pluto decided not to make it a planet, because they think it's a moon of this planet or whatever. And then they never talked about it again.
Never.
Never. No, like
It's like they just
they-
made it erase
right?
history.
they'll mention it if you ask them, but they'd never talk about it. And that's what's sketchy with me, because the rumor has it it's an elliptical orbit in our own solar system. So like ours goes
Right, it's
sideways,
crossing in.
it goes like this,
Right.
but it has a huge orbit that passes every 3,000 years, and that's when they say it can like shift the shit. I don't know. Not good stuff. I'm not a
good stuff.
scientist. I'm too dumb to have this conversation, but
But you did say the Holiday Inn.
I did say to Holiday Inn Express last night. I miss those commercials. What happened to good commercials?
Right?
Now all these commercials are just like politically drunk, like that. What's that Wood commercial in the
One
Super
can-
Bowl? They showed like the Hispanic. If you do that one more damn time,
One candidate.
one commercial where they showed the Hispanic lady and her daughter crossing the border, and then it was just like a story following these immigrants, and then it was like brown lumber. And you're like, what
Right.
the hell's that gonna do anything?
Right? Yeah, I know which ones you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm like,
though.
dude, come on, man. I get it. All right, I get it.
I get it. We understand.
You got a platform. You paid $2 million for 30 seconds.
So I'm gonna get my 30
I'm gonna get my
seconds
30
worth.
seconds. Like Jose, he'll get his 10 minutes.
Oh, he's gonna get his he's gonna get his 15 minutes
He's coming in next week.
next week.
Next week. He'll be-
Everybody be ready for some fun stuff.
some Jose, the owner of TD Liquors.
Right.
I gotta let him know that Jaquiz on her
He's the
TDs.
coach. He's the coach.
Jaquiz on her TDs is available in my league. Josh Ankesheiln changed it.
Right. Do you think we offended him? Josh, did we offend you?
What's his space something? You played him this year or this?
Yeah, I know. It's like I'm the NASA guys, and he's the space guy.
I know he's NASA fanboys because he believes in the moon landing.
I do.
So
I was around back then.
you were before we got on. You were talking about the moon landing. What's your view on it?
I wasn't mere sperm back then. Y'all were.
I was a twinkle in my granddaddy, my dad's eye.
You were a tinkle in
I was
somebody's
still
eye.
floating in there. A little crowded in there, but I was there.
I mean, I believe in it to some extent, but there's also
You
sides
kind of
where
view it like I do.
I'm on the fence.
You
I
can
don't know.
see how we could have done it, but then there's a lot of shit that makes it look like we didn't do it.
Well, it's just like any other conspiracy theory. I think there's a lot of things that we can all follow along and go, okay, I can see how that happened. Like just example with 9/11. Okay, we talked about last week. You know, we know the planes hit the building. Okay, we just weren't given the full story.
Right.
Okay, I'm pretty sure we went to the moon.
But
We
there's
just
more
weren't given
evidence.
the full story.
There's more evidence to prove that it didn't go than there is that we did. All it is hearsay. We have this up there,
Dude,
so we had to
first
go.
show here, my first show here, I brought the most awesome piece
Yeah.
of freaking history.
It showed the plan. I can draw
Okay.
a great plan on how to break into the White House. Doesn't mean I can do it.
Because they had the actual. They made up these plans at the St. Petersburg
It
Times
showed
in
exactly what they
1968.
needed to do to get to the moon. It was just a diagram of what they needed to do.
It was way more than that. I'll have to show it.
It was amazing. I liked it. TVs back then were $600. I was like, what? Or
Yeah,
$800.
That was the cool part. Like you turn to the back.
That's
the
the one
ads.
thing I grabbed on. I was like, holy shit, man.
Man, that's kind of expensive back in the day. though.
Kinda.
That'd be like
It's
that'd be
not
like a.
expensive today.
Right, well, I was gonna say that'd be like the equivalent of a $6,000 4K, curved screen.
Easy.
nowadays.
Dude, man. Carmex. Ugh. It tingles, actually.
It does have a little bite.
I charge extra.
For happy endings.
Carmex.
No, but it is what it is. I don't know. Like I said, there's just a bunch of all the telemetry data for all the missions are just missing, and that tells you where the rocket is and
So
when.
apparently, data being missing is the common deal.
That's
in all of this.
That's it. That's what I'm trying to say.
Especially
Missing
when
data.
they were on the radio frequency, and then they realized they were on the commercial, and they said something, and they just cut out.
Yeah.
Had to go to the private.
Well, no, they weren't live.
They were actually never live. That was actually talked about in Apollo 13, the movie. That even the families were told, well, we're going live, and they sat in the little booth and the whole 9 yards, and they had this little thing, and then I think it was Gus Grissom.
Well, what the people saw was actually they wouldn't give them actual.
Well, no, they cut it off. And
No, they wouldn't give the news networks the feed. They
Right.
made
It
them
was never
film
on.
another screen.
Right.
They were filming a screen. They couldn't have the actual feed, so they were filming a screen
Well,
at NASA.
That's like the person.
And that's why the quality was so garbage.
Johnny's supposed to be on TV. He's
That's a little That's a little. I mean,
Right? There's
there.
a bunch of stuff. That's the stuff. And it's the same people. They always have just data that you know just enough.
It's the stuff that conspiracy theories are made of.
Exactly.
Lack
They're
of
like
data.
professional disinformation. Like you know just enough. You'll have just enough to have a case, but then they don't have enough info for you to prove whether or not.
All circumstantial.
See what I'm saying? Kind of like with JFK. Same exact situation. Same exact people that were handling it. You know just enough to be like, okay, that could have been it. Or
Could
it could
have.
have been this. It's a lot of sketchy shit.
Well, it's just like everything that's going on today. They want to believe that the general American public is too stupid.
Populace. They want you to be dumb. They want
They're
a
docile.
person that
And
is
let's
willing
be-
to work 12 hours a day and ask no fucking questions.
And let's
Excuse
be
my
honest.
language.
Let's be honest, okay? They're freaking out now because all of a sudden some people are finally stepping forward, going, "But wait,
There's more.
right? Okay?
Wait a
but
minute.
wait, if you order now, okay, we're gonna throw in a spiral slicer and a bamboo steamer." I'm just saying.
Screw that.
I'm
I
just-
want freaking Flex Seal,
You
dude.
want some Flex Seal tape, or no? You want the spray?
I want the spray.
So, but I'm just
I
saying,
like the
though,
videos where like, do you have a strainer running around your house that you want to turn into a bowl? Buy
Right.
some Flex Seal.
or turn the screen door into a boat,
Yeah, dude, screw
I
that.
believe that.
Screw that
well,
shit.
I
No,
have-
he cut that one in half.
dude. I'm gonna tell you.
How is that thing supported?
First
Go
of
ahead.
all, have you ever used the Flex Seal products?
I've seen it.
Okay.
No.
I actually bought some a couple weeks ago to fix something. I'm gonna tell you something. I
Did it
bought
work?
this. Yeah, it's amazing. But I'm gonna tell you something. That little roll of tape, they wanted $15 for like 5 feet,
Ain't nobody got time for that.
and I was like, that's expensive tape.
What kind of shit is this?
It's better
Yeah.
than Gorilla Tape.
Yeah, that shit fell off again.
But that's Gorilla Tape.
I know.
It can't handle the heat like Flex.
It might
Seal
have
does.
fell off again. That's why it's so hot in here.
Could be. Could be.
I don't want to screw it in there because as soon as I screw it in there, I'm gonna have to open the door.
So, but my point is this: it's like they're hoping that the general American public will stay, and I say the general American public, just the general people in the world, because this is when you start talking about events like 9/11 and the moon landing and the Kennedy assassination and all that. That doesn't just affect us here. I mean, you can't keep you can't hold that information and all that inside just our country.
Yes, I
It's
can.
spilling. Yes, I can.
The big one that just got leaked from that wasn't it us was the Jimmy Savile deal. You heard the number? You know Jimmy Savile, the
Oh,
UK guy. You hear the
Jimmy.
number of people
Jimmy.
that confirmed of sexual victims or whatever?
His real last name's Johns.
450 to 500 victims he sexually assaulted.
Wow.
That's a busy dude.
That's
Yeah.
a straight death sentence.
Do you know what we're talking about? He's dead.
Oh, well, I
But you know what I'm talking
well,
about?
see, it worked.
Jimmy Savile, he was he was huge. He was I don't know who I could compare him to. He was like a public figure in the UK. Like he was knighted by the Queen. He was in with the royal family.
Oh, James Bond.
He owned
Would anybody care to sing a lullaby? What the
who
hell
was that? What was that? Is that me?
That's you, Josh. That's sweet.
I don't know what the hell that was. That was scary. Anyway, they're listening to us, dude. Anyway, no, that he owned orphanages,
Oh, that's freaky and scary.
multiple orphanages, and they had this one reporter that was doing an interview with him, and this handicapped kid came in, and he said, "How?" I was about to do a British accent, but he asked her to go in the back and have sex with him because he's never had sex before. You do that every
Grief,
episode.
It won't stop. Now we're good.
You looking at the comments? I don't think we've gotten
I
it yet.
am. Ryan's back.
Ryan, hey Ryan, why don't you get your ass over here, you douchebag? Actually, you're about to be replaced. No, it is what it is. So, what do y'all think about? Now that I got sidetracked over that weird lullaby, what do y'all think about that 100-foot fissure in Yellowstone? They had to shut it down. They shut the whole park down.
But you know what's weird about that is that this is a common area. It's the Grand Teton area of
Where the actual
Wyoming.
fissure is,
Yeah.
you actually look it up.
Yeah, and it's what's weird is it's on like 100-foot spacing, okay?
Yeah.
And they shut it down because the reports came in. They shut it down because they were worried about onlookers just standing there like gawking, going, that sucker falling down on them. Now here's the crazy part. Okay?
Did you just
do a visual?
no? Did you just play down a 100-foot fissure? Like it's like
no,
nothing.
No.
Oh yeah,
No,
it's
no.
just a 100-foot
No,
fissure,
no, but that's
and
the-
the most dangerous volcano on the planet.
Right. No, but that's the kind of people that would go and just literally stand there and go, "Wow, look at that." Josh is like he's the one that goes.
I'd be like, dude, look at
Josh
that
burned his eyes when we had the eclipse.
shit. You know, I'm not that guy. Well, I don't know why they said don't look at this.
No, but I mean, of course, 100-foot fissure is nothing to joke around about. That does not mean that the large volcano is imminent to just go crazy.
It's
and blow.
past due.
It is past due. There's no doubt about that. Way past.
Well, he talked about and he brought up something as a conspiracy theory, but I was like, no, I know what you're talking about. It's not a conspiracy theory. They actually proposed this. And what were you talking about?
People I saw on YouTube talking about vibra-size machines sending vibrations into the earth.
Can you get that at Love Stuff?
No, they got with the Jackrabbit 3000.
I'm just curious.
Buy it on Groupon. They got good prices.
Yeah. It can be shipped to your door discreetly.
But they were talking about doing that to try to make it erupt.
Yeah,
and,
no,
and
they
actually cause an eruption. Now, can I want you
no,
to
they
think about,
they actually they got in with NASA, and I think it was a two or 20 million. I think it was 2 million to actually just drill holes into it. That was also another proposal to release some of the pressure.
Okay, now here's my thing about that. Okay, what happens when it does blow? Now, what are you going to do to stop it?
2/3 of the United States is obliterated. The whole world shuts down. You go into a nuclear winter.
That would not be good.
The whole world would shut down.
The whole world.
Yeah.
Well,
We're the United States.
we are.
People China. People talk about China taking over, dude.
It's not happening.
They say we owe them money. China, okay, if they wanted to separate from us, they would make it for a second, but then they would slowly go downhill. Yeah, we owe them money, but we're their primary income.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Without us, they're nothing.
No, no one is. We run the world. That's what I said. The debt is a bullshit.
At least we'd like to believe that.
Right. No, but the debt's bull crap. Yeah, the debt is bullshit.
Everybody owes.
We're the
somebody.
big kid on the playground taking lunch money. What are you gonna do about it?
Oh, there's no
Seriously,
doubt.
what are you gonna do about it?
You know, it's
you gonna
like-
come beat me up for it?
And this is what other people don't realize is the amount of money that's owed to our country from other countries. If we just want to say, all right, today's the day, Okay, we're collecting our debt. Everybody pay up. Everybody's done.
Here's a debt clock, real time.
Oh my gosh, look at it. Oh, that's crazy, dude. Are they seeing this?
Yeah.
Are you seeing this at home?
This is the national debt clock here, right here. That's real time. This is usdebtclock.org. We're at national debt is 21,476,196,830. Or I can't count that high.
Look at the crazy part.
It's I said 800. It's already boom. We're at 97 million now.
Goodness gracious.
That is our debt. You think
I
we're
feel
ever
like
gonna?
I feel
There's
like
not
I
enough
just lost
money in the
money.
planet to pay that off. So what's the point of that?
Hey, scroll up just a little bit. I want to see that student loan debt. I want to see how fast that's going because I'm a good portion of that.
Scroll down, you mean?
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Where are you looking at that at?
Right in the middle.
Right here?
There.
That's student loan debt?
That's a lot of student loan
Guess who
debt.
profits off that? The big banks. Look at this. Look at this shit. This is insane, dude. Look at this. Local, federal, state. Isn't this interesting? You ever seen this before?
That's pretty cool.
Go to it. It's usdebtclock.org. This is real-time numbers.
Without insurance, 27 million.
27 million without insurance.
Isn't that incredible?
Is that Obamacare?
Federal tax revenue. The green means the money we're taking in.
Yeah.
So we only get $3 trillion. We're 21 trillion in debt.
Well, the U.S. total debt is down here. That's the U.S. national debt. U.S. total debt.
Where's the total debt?
Right there.
Where?
To you up. 71 billion. Yeah, right there.
That's trillion.
Okay, that's a lot
That's
of money.
trillion, billion, million.
So that's up
100,000.
167%.
That's not bad.
Not bad. Not bad. I'll write a check.
Do y'all take personal checks? I'm
writing a big check.
Okay, what do you think about this? We'll go screen grab here. The FEMA and the FCC to take over all U.S. cell phones and airwaves September 20th in a nationwide test. How do y'all feel about that?
I'm not sure that's legal.
They just did it. Or they're about to do it.
September 20th, they're not doing mine. I'm shutting mine off for that day.
Yeah?
Yeah, they can't have my shit.
You think it's for that 5G takeover? What do you think about the 5G towers? Y'all heard about that?
Yeah, side effects from it.
They talk about how it could be weaponized and
we'll
shit.
see how that works out. I mean, they're obviously still working on it. They don't care about us. We're just lowly,
We're sheep.
Control.
right?
We're
We are
sheep,
just
dude.
little people.
Agenda 21, right?
Yep.
That's it.
You know about Agenda 21?
All I know is we're the little people.
We are the little people.
Very small.
Dude, I got scared after last week's episode.
Were you scared?
Dude, someone was shooting a gun right outside my freaking window.
He's like, what did I say?
No bullshit. I was I just happened to be in the guest bedroom that night, and I was watching TV.
It worked.
The what?
We were shooting the guns.
No. Well, I have a ladder outside, like a extension ladder.
Because that's what you do at night. At 10-something at night.
No, I was watching TV.
On the ladder.
No, but on the ground outside my window, I'm on the second story.
Below the ladder.
Would you just stop interrupting me about the stupid ladder? Anyway, there's a ladder on the ground right below my window. I had the TV up, so it sounded like someone tripped over the ladder. It was like, dang. So I was like, what the hell?
What was that?
So I turned the TV off so they couldn't see me seeing them. So it was pitch black, and I was looking down there. I was like, what the hell was that? So then all I had was a golf club because the AR-15.
How do you not have a baseball bat?
Well, I have guns.
Oh.
But I
Well,
didn't
that
want to
helps.
walk out with an AR-15 because my pistol, that's in my truck. So, I'd be shit out of luck.
Yeah, that would suck.
So anyway, I wasn't gonna walk out with my damn AR-15. So I just grabbed it. I didn't think it was a gun at the point.
Was it a putter? A wood?
This was a 9-wood,
short iron?
9 wood,
Short iron,
9-iron.
okay.
So I walk out there, nothing. I turn on all the lights, look around, whatever. Then I tell Becca, I'm like, hey, did you hear that? She's like, no, you're crazy. I'm like, okay. So I go back, and then it was clear as day, loud. It was like, pow, pow. I was like, what the hell?
This is late at night?
It's at midnight.
Dude.
And I opened the door. I'm like, dude, you hear that shit? She's like, yeah, I heard that. That was right outside. That was right outside her backyard.
And she hid in the back corner and went, go check it out,
No,
Josh.
she called the police.
Really?
Yeah.
So was that loud?
It was literally right by our window. It scared the shit out of me.
That's weird right here.
Yeah.
It's just nothing but woods right there.
Right. At midnight.
I used to climb in those
It
woods
scared me. I was like, dude, they're after me. They're coming to get me.
I cannot believe I said that.
Right?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Clintons.
I'm
The Clinton
sorry.
crime family's coming to get me.
Sorry, Hillary. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Gracious.
Makes you want to bash your phone
I know.
and erase emails and everything else.
Right. That's a proven fact. I want to meet a Hillary person that will literally look me in the eye and say none of the allegations are true.
Oh, they'll say it.
I want them to be sincere. Like, not one of them, even before she was running for president. Not any of those.
Right.
Even before that, when he was a governor. Any of those. They're just everywhere. Anywhere they go, there's just like, not just like, okay, he fiddled with the girl's vagina. No, we're talking about like cocaine smuggling, murdering people, lighting an entire records thing on fire, blowing up 92 Oklahoma City bombing. The list goes on.
Careful, there'll be gunfire outside your window tonight.
Come and get me, mother. Yippee-ki-yay.
One man, one gun.
Can we play that?
You want to play it?
I'm going to do it. You keep... shut up about it.
It'll take too long. It'll take too long.
Just keep talking. I'll find it.
He'll find it.
Go ahead, talk.
He'll find it. So, other than obviously working, doing your fishing thing, what else do you do for fun now? I remember the good old days.
Yeah, the good old days was basketball, sports.
Basketball.
Oh, back in the 80s
baseball.
when crack
Man,
was going around?
He was around all the time, man. We had a
Oh,
great
yeah?
time.
Was he friend with your kids? With your boys?
We had a great time. Fantastic.
I don't think I've ever hung out with him. Have I ever hung out with you?
Did you not?
No, I was small circle in high school. So
I didn't ever have. I had my...
Josh didn't have a circle.
Yeah, I just had whoever.
He had a real short line.
No, I just had whoever. I had a lot of acquaintances.
Acquaintances.
I had a core group, and then like I knew a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like I would hang out once or twice. Like everybody's been to my house, pretty much.
Everybody.
But like he's probably been to my house.
I don't know.
You probably have.
Probably have.
Everyone's been to my house.
Everybody's been to Josh's house.
Sorry, Mom.
Sorry, Mom.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oops.
Hey, I always cleaned better when I had people over,
Right?
though.
We had that discussion
Yeah.
not too long ago.
When I got in trouble for having parties, it wasn't because it was a mess everywhere. It's because I cleaned too
Too
good.
clean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I know you have
Hey,
people.
there's an ashtray turned a little different in the living room, and there was one beer can out in the woods.
All right, here he is.
So did you host a big party?
This is so funny.
All right,
Can't-
since you can't hear, I'll do his voice. One man,
I can't hear anything.
one goal.
I can't hear anything. Okay, we're not doing this. Luckily, I haven't put it on the screen yet. So it
Thank
is what it
goodness
is.
we're not doing the one video.
One man, one desire. I was gonna make his day.
He
That's
was
Chris's
making my
favorite
day.
video.
It is now, one of them.
Dude, it's amazing. How about this one? Obama's boy certificate.
Yeah, there's been a long running deal about his birth certificate.
Well, look at this. Obama's birth certificate proven a forgery, fraudulent, fabricated documents by forensic investigator on 2 continents.
What 2 continents? I'm gonna guess one of them was not Antarctica.
Fabricated document. Law enforcement officials and forensic investigators included that with high certainty after an intense 5-year investigation. Whatever that says. Lead investigator Mike Zullo, along with forensic experts on 2 continents, why won't they tell us the continents? Have concluded that President Obama's birth certificate is not authentic and are seeking to take matters up to the federal government. Investigators presented evidence
They
during
did the copy and paste.
What?
It says right there, it said letters and hand-placed date stamps had been digitally copied and pasted from another Hawaiian. Look at there it is. There it is.
Yeah, so where apparently is he from?
That's not even his real name. He wasn't born with that name. How's that on his birth certificate? He changed his name. Like it wasn't that at birth.
So he's a second?
No, he's not. That's not his real name. I forgot his real name. That's not it, though.
Yeah, it was Bob Smith.
No, seriously, though. Obama's real name.
I want to be called Hussein. Well, there he is.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, that man's got some big ears.
Of course, that's what's going to
Oh,
further
when
it.
Barry became
So
Barack.
Barry Obama. So why is Barack on his birth certificate?
Very short for Barack.
No, seriously, though. No, his name was Barry. His Obama wasn't even his last name. It's like Barry Seal or some shit like that.
Yes, I see it right there. Scroll down a little bit. Sotoro?
Yes, that's his real name. Barry Sotoro.
So why would don't get me wrong. I know there's been people in history that have changed their names, but as a
No, but
political
that's not.
figure-
You see what I'm
No,
saying?
just saying,
no,
though, as a
Barack
political
Obama
figure-
is on that birth certificate, and that
Yeah,
wasn't
why
his
would it
name.
be? That wasn't his birth name for sure.
Right, his name was
Well, see,
Barry.
this is my question though: is why would somebody in a political circle want to change their name like that,
Just draw suspicion. That's all it
especially
does.
to something like Hussein?
Barack Hussein Obama, and then say he's not Muslim.
That's it. That was convincing.
My name's Muhammad now.
Right?
Muhammad
I
Akusa.
mean, you've seen the
I'm
sports
terrible
figures
at-
in the past who've done stuff like that, where they've gone back to whatever their name was, but that's usually a religious thing.
Not Chad Ochocinco.
Well, not there. Okay,
Has he changed his name? He hadn't changed his name back yet,
like
has he?
Cassius Clay went
Well,
to
he was just being a
Muhammad
pussy. He
Ali.
didn't want to be go to war.
Who? Cassius?
That's why he changed his name.
You think?
No, yeah,
Huh.
he did. That's what he did. He got chosen to go to Vietnam, but he changed his
Right.
name to Muhammad to say that was against his religion, so he didn't have to go.
That's all we have to do.
Yeah,
No.
it's
nice to
religious
know.
religious
Good
practice.
for future reference.
Yeah, that's how it happened. My dad hates it. He
So-
he respects him as a fighter, but he calls
Yeah,
him
I'm
a
with
pussy.
you. I'm with you. So if you were going to change your name from Brian, what are you going to be called so you don't have to go?
Oh, I wish I could change my name. I got the most boring name ever.
I don't know.
I'm 6'1". My name's Josh. I'm white. I have a 11 and a half shoe. I'm the most average
but
person.
you have one wackadoodle last name,
That makes up for it.
right?
But the first name's boring.
So do I, but so do you.
Mine's not much
we,
worse.
We all have some wackadoodle names. There's no doubt about
Yours
that.
is probably the best out of all of us.
How do you figure? I get called Enema.
Because that's just
I mean-
stupid. His is Wykoff. I
Well,
don't even
you
have
know
to
what
go.
he got called.
I don't even have to go into that one. I'm Ankesheiln, Frankenstein.
And Ryan called you Ankelstein.
Ankles. That's a cool one.
Yeah, it's like your
At least I
Jewish
sound
name,
Jewish. I
right?
wish. I might have money.
Thanks, Ryan.
Thanks, Ryan. Wish you were here, bruh.
Yeah.
Douchebag.
Wish you were here.
No, my wife won't let me name my son Wolfgang for some stupid reason.
Pretty badass name.
Right.
Isn't it, though?
Right. Look, there. Like I said, there has to be a short list or a pie chart somewhere that proves that everyone named Wolfgang is successful, or at least a
Well,
good.
If it holds true, I actually have a friend that just left for college, and I'll let you know in about 4 years from now whether he's successful.
He will be,
or not.
dude. You can't do it. Even Amadeus, she shot down.
And I asked him, I said, he's playing baseball, okay, at a college, and I said, dude, how do you not go by Wolfgang instead of the name you go by?
That,
Like
you
if
demand respect right there.
Listen, when you have like Amadeus playing as your walk-up song,
Right?
okay, you're coming up there and now batting Wolfgang, and I'm like,
One
everybody's
Wolfgang.
like, one wolf,
One desire.
one gang. No, but that would be really cool though.
One way in.
What if your name is Wolfgang Ankelstein?
Dude, that's awesome.
That has a great ring to it.
Is
It
that
really
not
does.
awesome?
You almost sound like NBA type.
So I was
guy.
like, she shut that down. So I was like, how about Amadeus? And she's like, no. And I was like, Amadeus James. We call him AJ. Boom.
okay, how about Little Bob?
Little Bob. You know there's someone named hashtag on this planet?
Are you serious? I thought there was certain illegalities where you couldn't name you can't name. Well, I guess if you're
No,
Spanish,
it's
you can
spelt
name it.
out hashtag, not an actual hashtag.
Really?
Yeah. There's someone named on this planet named hashtag.
It's absurd.
That's society we live in, bro.
I want to be pound sign.
Pound. Pound sign.
That's the older version.
I want to
of
name
hashtag.
I want to name somebody like spell it completely different but pronounce it like
well,
Bob.
how did it? Yeah, right. Like
Fissure? Oh, it's pronounced Bob.
Yeah, it's like
Huh?
it's like JQXV.
Yeah.
UT.
The substitute
How do you
teacher's like,
say
what
that?
the hell? Jaquil? That's Bob.
Just Bob.
Just read it. It's clearly pronounced Bob.
Just like it sounds. Just like it reads.
The first, second, third,
So-
and fourth letters are silent. So
Right. Like the U in milk.
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 It's like when you call customer service for anybody and it says,
Hello, my name is Bill.
Please
Like,
press
go eat shit. Your name's not
please,
Bill.
please press 1 for English.
Hi, thank you for calling. Help support. This is Jim. I'm like, you're not Jim.
Thank you. Come again.
I go through that a lot. I'm like, dude, what's your real name? It's Jim. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
You're
It's
just
like-
trying to, make me feel like I can relate to you, but I can't.
So, like when they tell you their name,
You tell me to go fuck a
You
goat.
should give
I
them-
know you're not from here.
No, but you should give them some like Indian name. Like, they say,
Yeah.
"Hey, this is
Hi, my name is Wulko
Well, my
Tarihutuka."
name is Rajesh.
Rajesh. Sorry, I panicked and went with some weird Spanish
It's
name.
okay. I like it. Either way, it sounds good.
My name is Rajesh.
My name is Rajesh.
I was wondering what you could give me for one cattle. Can you tell me
I
that?
think they trade.
They shit in the
sheep
streets in
and
India.
goats,
You know that?
and they leave it.
They poop in the streets.
Third world.
They're
Third
not
world.
third world.
Like-
That's the second world.
It's the second world.
That is pretty disgusting.
There
So
is
what
only one.
conspiracy theories? What's your go-to?
It had to be the weather manipulation.
You think so? Weather manipulation.
That one's pretty cool though, because I think that's something that it's a well-known fact that there was actually a lot of stuff done to try to accomplish that. Now the question is, do we succeed?
Well,
If
look.
you look up the Katrina conspiracy with the weather manipulation, it's plausible to me. I don't.
Yeah. The thing with me is, if it wasn't a thing, why would the UN ban weather weapons?
Well, I mean, we've been seeding clouds since the 40s.
Right, but why, if it didn't exist? We're talking about the people that don't look up shit. And they're just like, you can't manipulate the weather. We've been doing it, one. Two, the UN have specifically written in documents saying weather weapons are banned. They don't exist. They're not.
So-
you don't see
So what exactly
flying
is
cars banned
well, what
anywhere
is a
because they don't
weather weapon?
exist.
What exactly is a weather weapon?
We don't know. What can you do? There's
I'm just
rumors.
saying, what would you think you could do with that? Like, obviously, the idea is like, could we like, can you? I don't know, and I'm a little unclear whether you could create something as big as a hurricane. And
I've
shove it in the
heard
right direction.
I've heard high-ranking officials talk about the they could create earthquakes.
And just remember, these are some of the circles that Josh runs in.
They can create earthquakes.
High-ranking officials. What he means
It's-
about that is the two people in his house.
HARP.
Yeah, that's what I was about to get at. Hard.
Well,
Sending
HARP,
those frequencies
apparently,
up in the
sure.
air.
If you
Sure.
shoot them in, it uses the atmosphere as like a rubber band, and it shoots a high intensity of waves to makes it flex out, and then it pops, and it creates a force in that central area that will create
And it can
earthquakes.
steer also.
And
Steer
the proof
storms.
I'm talking about is they had an instance where a guy warned somebody saying there'll be a hurricane tomorrow. Watch. And boop.
and like that, they push the button, boop, hurricane, hit the Carolina coast.
Yep. Boop.
Blame Trump.
As you were getting to, you can't ban something that's not
Doesn't
not
exist. You,
exactly.
like I said,
Right.
you don't see
Right.
the UN banning UFOs or flying cars or ray guns because they don't exist. You know what I mean? You don't bring up shit just in case this is a thing. We're gonna ban it. All right.
Just in case.
Just in case.
Preemptive ban.
Right. Preemptive ban. If you think about doing this,
Don't even
think about it.
about
You
it.
can have nukes, but don't
even
fuck
think
with our
about
weather. Don't fuck with our weather. I just became Irish.
But it's one of those.
Ooh,
things, though,
speaking of Irish.
if you could control the weather like that, you could actually cause enough of a drought in an area to keep to
Destabilize the whole country.
yeah.
Well,
absolutely.
China, they do that to be able to afford it. They create rain to water their crops because they can't keep up. They have too many people.
So why are we not creating rain here when all of our crops are dying?
Makes too much sense.
That was easy.
Yeah.
all right, that's why it's not being done, because it just makes too much sense.
That answer, honestly, is the perfect answer.
Probably the right answer too. Sadly enough.
It makes too much sense, and it probably would cost somebody some money and make someone not. It would. They can fluctuate and move the market up on certain products.
So do you
see what I'm saying?
So do you include like earthquakes?
They
and
never
weather
have
manipulation?
That's a different category to me.
See, to me it is too.
Weather manipulation is weather, rain,
Snow,
thunderstorm,
cold,
exactly.
hot.
Yes.
But you
Yeah.
see what I'm saying though? When they say when the price goes up, they say the supply's down. Supply's never down. You're never out of season. Now, the way commerce works and how everything's so readily available, if something's out of season, it's in season somewhere else.
Oh, sure it is.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely.
That's just bullshit.
That's
They
the thing.
control the market just like they control Wall Street. The market, the stock market's a farce.
It used to be different, but now I feel like every time there's even a low in the Gulf, they're gonna take everybody off of all the oil rigs and everything, and immediately jack prices on.
No, that's
oil
how it
up
works, and
for
it's always
speculation purposes,
right.
To stick it to the man.
Well, no, they do it with oil. They say it's not up to regulation, so they shut down a rig. But did you
And-
know they probably have 2 million or billion barrels of oil stored away somewhere?
What we're
you
using
know
today
that?
was paid for 2 years
Did
ago.
you know that though? I don't
Yeah.
know how much or where they store it, but there's billions upon
No,
billions.
we actually have it's supposed to. there's actually a supply that we keep as a government that's supposed to be set aside specifically for our military in case we need it to ship it overseas, to make our tanks and all of our cars and all of our vehicles, everything run.
Thing is,
we've tapped into that the national reserves before.
right?
Okay?
But you know what's bullshit though? For example, when BP had the oil spill and the gas prices went up, or when the Houston thing happened.
That was one rig.
Right, but I'm saying, and the oil prices went skyrocket, right? Why do we have to pay for their fuck up?
We shouldn't.
It's bullshit.
But
Is
again,
it not?
It's all speculation. And they see it as an opportunity.
If they're shipping a tanker full of oil and it tips over into the ocean and crashes,
Who's paying for it? We are.
we have to pay. Why? How come the oil companies can never be touched? Why is that?
That's
Why can
interesting.
they never lose money? You messed up. You're not profiting enough, bro?
Dude, like the
You know what
if
I'm
look
saying?
at
It's
their-
It doesn't even have to
ridiculous.
be an accident. They
Why
can
do we have to
intentionally
pay
do
for it?
Well, that's the thing
in
to
the-
me.
In a business
is
practice,
that it could be intentionally done.
right? Business practice anywhere else. If you screw up, say you're working for a company that sells, I don't know, air conditioner parts, and they break your air conditioner part, you don't have to pay for a customer. I paid for it already, but you broke it. Well, you got to buy another one. Sorry.
Sorry. Oh, I want to be in that
You
business.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just that's not how business works. But
The oil
the
companies-
country, the world bends over and just takes it.
Yeah.
And I don't get it.
Something breaks, something goes wrong. It's okay. You're gonna
I
pay
bend
for
over
it.
and take it in a lot of
You're gonna-
situations, but
you're
that's
gonna-
not one I like to do it in.
Oh, you're gonna feel it at the pump though.
Oh yeah.
That's what they say.
It's the most depressing shit. You work and then you just watch your money trickle down. It makes that noise. I don't know. It's weird. I go to
It's a
weird
lot
gas
like
stations.
that. I do too.
And how annoying is it when you pump gas? That stupid gas TV comes on. I'm like,
Okay.
dude, I just stop.
All right, let's now. I want to jump in here and complain for just a second about GSTV.
There it
gas
is.
station TV.
There we
okay?
go.
The only thing I do like about it is they give you the word of the day. Okay. Which
Sickle
is-
cell anemia.
Okay, there's one word. Okay, but what gets me is that there's another intentional ploy to increase profits. Okay, that what their hope is that you'll go put it in there and squeeze that thing and turn around and start watching your gas station TV and not pay attention to the numbers that are rolling by. If you think that's not what that's put there for, you've lost your mind.
That's brilliant.
Distraction.
It's exactly what it is.
But it doesn't matter,
It's
though.
like a distracted driver, only it's a distracted pumper.
Well, you think about it though, you can only get however much you can get. So it
Well,
doesn't
if you're not
matter.
trying to fill up and you only
Well,
want
if I only have $20
$10.
in my pocket,
Exactly.
okay, and I
Right.
pump 30, I'm pissed.
Oh yeah.
I'm just saying that's exactly what that's for, though. It's not for information and all that, because what we're talking about is the top movie of the week, the top book of the week. I mean, like, come on now.
Eminem and
Does it- Does it
GK.
irritate you like it does me though? Like as soon as you get there, and what gets me is the pump won't start if you squeeze it early before the gas station TV goes click like it's full.
It's waiting for you.
I have
Yeah,
no idea.
it-
You know what
it
I
wants
do?
to make sure that they have every opportunity they can
Oh no.
to get you.
See, I
drawn
haven't paid
in.
attention because I literally, it depends on what it is. If it's a push the button or lift the lever, I'm literally, I push it or lift it. I'm just until it starts pumping. Like I'm just like, come on.
But you mark my words, if it's got gas station TV, it will not pump until it comes.
I don't
on.
watch it.
was
I
going
just hate
pro.
how everything's turning into freaking like ad. I'm surprised we don't have to wear contacts where ads pop into our freaking face.
What was the movie recently? Oh God.
Sorry,
What's
I
that?
keep shitting myself. I apologize. Excuse my language.
What was the movie with where it's all the futuristic stuff and you're going through the downtown area and you see all these ads like in 3D and holographic off the buildings and everything?
Was it with?
Ghost in the Shell?
Yes. Okay. I'm surprised we're not there. It's coming.
It's coming,
okay?
dude.
If you look at some other countries,
Now, I was
like
saying
Hong Kong and stuff like that, they're real close.
They're
to,
close to it.
They're
Have you-
close to seeing exactly that.
have you been in Raceway on 280?
No, what's going on there? They got like
They have
98?
ad space for the trash cans.
What?
They turn the trash cans into a billboard.
Really?
Everything's ad space, man. Dude, if I'm on Facebook watching a video and it says ads about to play, I'm not worth watching. Boop.
Exactly.
Well,
Watch
I-
it till the ad comes. and
Right.
go
I
next.
pay because I don't want to do it. I don't have iTunes. I have Google Play. So I don't have any ads on YouTube. I didn't
Nice.
realize how much ads there was.
Oh my gosh, it's crazy.
'Cause-
Skip this ad in 5 seconds. You're going
I didn't
1,
realize it.
2,
I'm spoiled.
3.
It's so awesome. Dude, I highly recommend go with Google.
Or YouTube Red.
No, Google Play is the way to go, guys. Don't go iTunes. You get almost, it's about 98% of the music library is about the same.
Is it?
Then you get unlimited photo storage. You get unlimited YouTube. You get YouTube Red. You get no ads. It's worth it.
All
And
through the Google Play.
$11 a month.
That's not bad.
It's just like Netflix.
I'd take that for not having ads. Definitely.
It's worth it. And you know me, I don't listen to music. I just watch YouTube. So
what's everybody binging on Netflix now?
Ozark.
That's
the shit.
that's the
There.
thing that's happening.
I was waiting on Becca to catch up. So I watched season 1 right when it came out. Dang, badass show. I was letting her catch up, and then she freaking Netflix cheated on me.
Oh,
and now
I
she's
hate
like
when that
way ahead of me,
happens.
and I'm like, screw, it's not even worth it anymore. And I've been busy. I've been working like
And
a
then you
dog.
come home and she like tells you key points about you are not gonna believe what happened on Ozark tonight.
Yeah.
So, well, don't worry now. I'm not.
My favorite is when he like reenacted that scene with her cheating on him.
Oh yeah.
Thought
Thought you liked it.
Yeah. Then she realized like, oh shit, he knows.
So, being younger guys, are you guys Netflix or are you Hulu like supporters?
I'm Netflix.
See, to me, I feel like that too. And
I'm an OG, bro.
and I've
I had
tried
it for a long
I've
time.
tried to like go to the dark side and like check it out, and I just can't seem to.
Just get logins, bro.
Hulu's more up to date though. You have
Yeah.
I have
You have
something-
like live I just have people's login.
I have something called Admit Me TV.
And hey, if anyone's giving me their logins for anything, I'm not being not grateful. I appreciate it. It is like the bomb diggity. I got rid of my cable
Nice.
and I like tripled my internet for like $120 less.
Right. And
It was
somehow-
$180 for 30 megs or 60 megs, and now I have like 100 and something megs for 30, like I think $40 a month.
That ain't bad at all.
Not too bad at all.
Yeah, it is what it is. I don't know. I like it. I can actually put the show on now, so
You know, I'm
hard
trying-
in this
you know,
move.
there's a piece of me that wants to make that jump, to go no cable, no dish.
I can't do it.
I'm
You can do it,
struggling
dude.
with
Just
it.
find look.
But you're
contacts.
probably like
I'll talk to you
me,
about it
but
more
you're
after
looking-
the show.
But
but
you're looking for the sports
Exactly.
channels, okay?
I'll
And
talk to y'all more about it after the show. Can't tell you.
Josh has got the inside. One man.
I know a guy who knows a guy who had sex with this girl
He
who
knows
was
a
related
guy.
to a guy who worked for a company that
Right.
handled TV.
Right.
Yeah.
I gotta have my history channel, and
See,
science channel.
Hey, you like
I
Cooper's
all
Treasure?
that kind of stuff.
You like this show? What about that discovery they found? They think it's a spaceship.
It's pretty insane. I can't wait to actually. see
Is
what
it coming? I don't have that channel. I can watch it. I just
Supposedly
haven't.
they're working on it, so like,
They're gonna
actually-
break it,
yeah.
dude. We covered that up. We covered that about a couple episodes ago.
Yeah, probably 2 or 3.
Yeah. I don't know. It's pretty pumped. Can you hear me better when I'm like this?
Oh, absolutely.
I'm out of medicine. Am I talking more? Am I being better at what I'm doing?
I like you like this.
You do?
Yeah.
I'm not freaking out.
No,
I'm a lot chiller.
he's fine.
Gnarly, dude.
Gnarls, dude.
So yeah, like you said, you stumbled upon our show. When did you find our show? How'd you find our show?
Yeah, that's
For
curious.
Facebook.
Facebook. Yeah.
So you just spot it and say, "Hey, check this out. What is this?" Gotcha.
Do you actually
Nice.
watch?
Yeah.
Some
I was
people
way
are-
behind at the time. You were already like on.
Oh, really? You're trying to
50 or so.
catch up?
Yeah.
So did you
That's
go
what's
back
up.
and actually watch them all?
Not yet. I haven't had
Out.
time yet.
Man, this is how it's done right here.
It is.
Okay, this is how it's done. Okay.
I haven't actually gone back. I don't really listen.
See,
to
Josh has never watched any.
I
don't.
annoyed the shit out of my girlfriend just listening to it. Pay attention to me.
Oh, really?
Oh, nice.
Well, good.
like
I appreciate that.
Well,
No.
hey, that means we're doing something
Well,
right.
I don't. I'm a worse critic, really. Like I think I've listened to one episode recently, and it was the last hockey episode, which I was intrigued the entire time.
With the
Like,
boys.
right, and it takes a lot because me, I've lived it, so I'm not going to want to listen to it. But I was like in it, and I was like, that's pretty funny. Like I was actually
Well, see,
that's a
that's the
bomb ass
thing.
episode.
See, I enjoy listening to them. I like to go back. Like I go back and not just to pick out the flaws. I'm trying to pick out the good stuff.
Well, now
and-
the
and try
flaws
to
are
figure-
kind of
they're fun.
minute.
They're kind of fun
Because
if
when we
you
first
can-
started,
if you can find them
If you go back to the first, like, I had a table, a mic,
and a
and a
laptop.
shitty ass computer. No, I didn't have that laptop yet.
Right?
I didn't even know what the cable that plugged into a microphone was. Like, I had no idea.
Hey, ooh, what is
So
this
I'm
do?
having to try to figure out. I'm just learning how to record audio at this point. Don't know how to edit it yet. So like, at that point, I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna get comfortable with the mic, and I'm just like talking about random shit, like cussing up a storm.
See, didn't know. You know, this was a social experiment for him,
yeah.
Yeah,
and this is what it's turned into, which I kind of like.
I got bored. That's what I told. He looked at me. He's like, nice setup. I was like, I got bored.
I got bored.
Well, a lot of people are surprised, like it's in a garage. Like I don't know if they say that. I'm like, does that mean you think it's
Sometimes-
shittier than what you thought it was
no,
going to be?
Sometimes people don't believe me. It's like, dude, where is that? I said, well, that's in Josh's garage. They're like, no way, dude. I was like,
It
yeah,
looks legit
it's nice.
on camera.
I didn't know it was a garage till I got in.
Really?
Nice. That's good.
I heard him knock on the door. Like, hold on one
On the
second, I'm
garage
coming.
door.
Yep.
I was thumping, dude. I was thumping.
least
No,
it
but like, and then there's like everything in my life. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. Well, it's like there's times
That's kind of how we do things.
yeah, there's
You
times
do
I
too,
wanted to
though.
quit,
You
but
do
I'm
too.
like I can't. I said I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. My pride wouldn't let me. So then I just kind of improved, and then I wanted to add, and I still want to add a call-in feature, which I haven't figured out how to do that
We're
yet.
working on it though. I mean, we've toyed with it, and it's kind of worked sometimes. Sometimes
It
doesn't.
accidentally works.
Right. Every
Someone
once
just
in a while.
popped in, was like, "Hello," I'm like, "Hello."
Hey, we have a caller.
Yeah.
No,
No.
but seriously though, and this is one of those things that we've kind of it's just gotten now where it's just fun, and that's the thing.
We just talk the shit, dude.
Yeah, and that's what we're here for. So again, we need other people's ideas. Oh, something we haven't talked about.
Conceptception.
Contestception.
Contest.
dude.
Explain contestception to everybody who don't know what contestception is. You know what contestception is?
I've heard it.
Yeah.
Brian's a real listener.
I've been trying to think.
He's
of
been.
something.
We're going to come up with some of our own too.
And as Patrick Shaw can be our witness, we will pay out.
we pay out,
He's going
we
to
do.
see
Kevin
Kevin Hart on October 6th. Sorry, I'm struggling. There's a lot of shit going on October 6th.
What else is happening?
I think LSU plays Georgia. Conor McGregor,
That's all
Khabib
on the sixth?
Nurmagomedov, Kevin Hart, a bunch of stuff.
Patrick Shaw.
Patrick Shaw,
That's what I'm talking about.
who was supposed to come in here, but he didn't.
He has to come after the show for sure.
For sure, he better take pictures.
Yeah, so
I gotta send him those shirts.
he needs some shirts.
I meant to go get it. I meant to get him some, but he was coming in, so I wasn't gonna mail it to him.
Do these shirts have the T on it?
What's that
Do
mean?
these podcasts?
Oh no, this
Shut up, dude.
No. Those are the podcasts.
I took
shirts.
74 cents off of every shirt.
Those are the podcasts.
Podcast shirt, almost legal podcasts.
Podcasts.
Yeah,
So contestception.
contestception. All right.
It's one of those things.
Last contest was a picture thing. Now, for a mini contest, I want you to submit.
It's the contest within a contest.
Yes, I want you to submit contest ideas. And if we pick your contest idea for the main prize at the end of the year, you win a small contest.
Mini prizes.
So you win a chance. You win a contest
MINI.
to have a chance to win your own contest. You
Right.
think you'd be good at your own contest?
You would think it would give you a definite edge.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
So send them in.
send 'em
Tim.
in.
Send
all
them in. Dude, but yes. Look, if you're seriously wanting to be the producer type guy, I don't know where you live. Where you live close?
Hoover.
Okay, I used to live. Where you live in Hoover? You don't have to tell me.
It's right by the gallery.
I live right by the
Patton
gallery.
Creek.
I lived at, I don't live there now, so I can say it. Chase Lake Villas.
Alright.
Right up there past the
Oh,
post
Chase
office. Yeah. Then I totaled my car.
And everybody winds up back down here. Why?
I worked my way out. I didn't want to be back here, but it made sense because I want to be able to sell. And Chelsea's
I understand that.
yeah.
It's still growing. It's crazy.
Right.
In fact, it's considered one of the fastest growing cities in the southeast. Like
Yeah.
in the entire southeast.
Yeah, no, like that's. My mom was being a douche about it, but I'm like, look, I'm not going to make a decision that's stupid. Like, I might be here, I might not, but I'm going to work my way out. I don't want to pencil myself down at one location for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
But it made sense. Like, I'm not going to buy a house and be stuck with it,
I remember when Doug Baker was just a lake.
right?
Whole shopping
See,
area.
a lot of people don't
you mean
realize there
Lee
was
Branch?
a lake there.
Yeah, Lee Branch.
Yeah,
Well,
a lot of
Lee
people
Branch
don't
Boulevard.
realize that was an
Look,
entire lake
I,
right there.
I shish you not. I lived in Stonecrest.
Yeah.
When that was still there.
Hardest place in the world to turn left out of.
My parents totally
Like literally.
don't turn left.
You cannot make a left. Ryan can attest to that.
Go up and do a U-turn.
Yeah, it's
That's the
actually,
best way.
That'll save you 30, 40 minutes.
No, I remember when they cleared that place out. They had the house by that tree that's now at what's that Mexican place?
Pablo.
Pablo's. Yes.
Yeah.
They had a house right there.
Yeah.
And that tree is the only thing originally standing.
That tree is stunning.
Yes.
That's an amazing tree.
Okay, you know
gotta
that hill
check
in
it
the
out.
back where there's trees now?
Yeah.
Well, there weren't trees there then.
Right.
And then I don't know if it's a high school or a prank or something. It looked like they had toilet paper and they spelled out FUCKU
On the hill?
on the hill.
I never saw that.
Yeah, it was
Nice.
it was funny. It is what it is. But hey, appreciate you being on the show. Hopefully you'll hear from him again. He could be the producer type guy behind the scenes.
Or just maybe another sit-in with us.
Or you can just come in and help whenever you want. I don't care.
All right.
Because it's hard for me to flip screens and shit.
Bring your friends.
After we get off, I'll show you what all this entails, and if you're interested, let me know. If not, also, if you liked what you heard, please go rate and subscribe on iTunes. Give us a nice 5-star review.
Ching.
Or subscribe on iTunes. Hit that bell icon. That way you can be notified every time we go live on Wednesdays, or we might have a guest. You know, we'll pop up a random day.
Never know.
If you're interested in any shirts or fanny packs or fidget spinners, I don't give a shit. Let me know. If you want me to have something, I'll have it. You know, them fanny packs are.
If you want to make
bomb.
$20, call us.
Yeah, $20. I can get you. I'll get my $20 worth. So, if you have any requests for content or you want to be on the show, just email me at almostlegalpodcast@gmail.com or hit us up on social media. You can follow us there too if you want. I'm not very active lately. I'm not very good. I'm
trying to be.
I'm not like my wife.
No.
Also, follow my wife. She's got a fitness little app thingy. I don't know if she wanted me to plug that, but I did anyway.
We just did.
So, it is what it is. If you want to get some nice dieting ideas or exercising, hit that up. It's Becca Ankesheiln. Until next week, guys.
We're out.
Peace.